Winning the lottery won't make you happier, and just seeing money can quietly make you the worst person to sit next to, or one of the worst people to sit next to. I've found that we think of money and we treat money like it's just a number in a bank account, but really it's one of the most powerful emotional drugs that we take every single day. And I want to dive into the research on this because this is very interesting information. Money moves our emotions, but not the way that we think it does. Maybe you've been told to have a target number or a freedom number or a retirement amount or a savings amount, whatever your arbitrary number that you've been told to get. And I found that the benefit is not necessarily tied to some number, but what you have to look for is, where does money genuinely give me a lift or a boost in my well-being versus where it just kind of, when does it start to flatten out? When is it really not helping me? And when am I not feeling my best self in relation to that? This money relationship, it runs both ways. It runs in both directions. And one of the things that you can do is you can observe your emotions when it's like, oh, I have an urge to spend. What is causing that? Because there's something that's driving that need or that desire to spend. And you have to dive into that. Then on the flip side, you can catch your own emotions when a marketer or an advertisement or a commercial is manipulating you to spend. Tap into that, what's occurring. Because if you watch something and you say, oh, I think I want that. Okay, what did they just do? What did they just touch? And that quick analysis can help you in your decision making, and also just having an awareness with how your emotions are being manipulated in response or in relation to money, spending. I want to share a couple of case studies with you because this is real. So the first one is the $75,000 happiness ceiling and how it collapsed. And in this study, what it found was that once people made above $75,000, their day-to-day emotional well-being didn't further after that point. So up until the $75,000 mark, the day-to-day emotional well-being rose. And then after that point, money didn't add further well-being. And so the result of this one was money keeps buying happiness for most of us, but for the already miserable, it mostly just stops the bleeding. That's what that case study found. Number 2 case study is lottery winners aren't happier than you. And of course, people win the lottery. The term is hedonic adaptation is what was found. We snap back to the baseline and a windfall rises the bar for everything else, dulling small joys. Number 3, being broke literally taxes your brain. So the result of this study was that scarcity itself hijacks mental bandwidth, which helps explain why financial stress feels like it clouds your head, because it does. Number 4. Jesus. Okay, sorry about that. Number 4. Yeah, his breaking is a little... Okay, there was another study. Number 4. Spending on others beats spending on yourself. This one handed people between $5 and $20. And they spent it on others. The result of this is how you spend outweighs how much. Then there was another study, the 5th one, how it talks about just thinking about money can make you colder. And all this study did was subtly mention money to people. And these people were very primed to ask for less help, to give less help, and they preferred to work and play alone. And they kept a distance, a physical distance between themselves and others. So the result of this study shows that money quietly flips us into a self-sufficient mode. And what happens is we trade warmth for independence. Okay, now the final study, still dealing with, all of these are showing you emotions. This study was how sadness can open your wallet. And if they found that if you put people in a sad mood, they are more likely to give up to 30% more than they would if they were just in a neutral, regular mood. So the result of this study is retail therapy is real and measurable. Your emotions, reprice the world without telling you. That's very interesting. Money plays a major role in our emotions. So, wow. Money was never just math. It is a buffer for our misery. It envelopes or wraps us with our generosity, and it can reprice our moods, and we can be flipped inward without even noticing it. This is what money can do. If you thought that the biggest skill that you could have is earning more money, that is very valuable, but that is not the biggest skill. The biggest skill is learning to see your emotions sitting underneath the transaction. That's the biggest skill. How is money, I don't want to say manipulating, but how is money affecting me and the actions that I take? Because that is more powerful. Sometimes people make knee-jerk reactions because of emotion. Salespeople love emotional buyers. They love emotional buyers because that is who is giving them the most sales. Now, whether it is something that you are emotional about because you truly need, or it's something that you're emotional about because you were convinced that you did in fact need it, that could be a different story. But we know that if we're not careful and if we're not aware, transactions have an emotional base. Next time that you're thinking about buying something, pause and just ask yourself one question. Are you paying for the thing that you want, or are you paying for how you feel right now? And that can help you tap in and shake off that emotion, whatever the emotion is. Sometimes it's not a negative emotion that causes us to buy something, or causes us to do something, or causes us to not do something. Sometimes we can be in a great mood and just spend. And again, that's still the salesperson's best case for you. I mean, it works out either way. So just ask yourself that question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment. If you've given this any thought before, and if you will give this thought going forward, I'd love to know. And if this has reframed your view of money in any way, I'd love to read your comments. I read every single one of them, and I will be doing more comment shout outs to share your words of wisdom with people. So yeah, I'd like to do more videos on this correlation as well. So maybe we can have a money series. But yeah, I love you so much for watching. If you have not already, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video, sunshine. Go and have an amazing day. Bye.